Let's get to know me. So a couple of months ago, I put out a thing on my Instagram that said, ask me a question, and I forgot to answer any of the questions or even respond or do anything with them. So I'm going to go through some of them now and answer them and make a video out of it. Question number 1. How old are you? I'm 26. Easy. Nailed that one. Number 2, how did you get into fitness? Ooh, okay, good question. So it's a bit of a hard one. I had a bad relationship, I'll say. Let's just keep things like simple. I came out of a bad relationship, like a really bad one, and in that relationship I'd completely lost my whole love of myself. I put on some weight. I was size 14, which was the biggest I'd probably ever been in my life, at 22 years old. And yeah, I just wasn't happy. This relationship, I just really wanted to work on myself, and I ended up getting back in contact with someone who I went to school with, who happened to be a bodybuilder, which was so cool. And he taught me a lot, taught me loads, and just threw me in the deep end, put me into squats, put me into bicep curls, did all this stuff with me, and I was like, oh my god, what is this? And yeah, and then I was like, oh my god, I love this. This is cool. Like, I'm really enjoying this. And then when my body started to change and I lost back my weight and I got down to like 8-10, I was like, oh my god, I love this. And I was like, okay, I'm enjoying this. So then a couple of years went by and I just continued to try. My Instagram turned from partying into fitnessy stuff, and at the time I was working about 5 jobs. I was like in a cafe, in a restaurant. I worked, oh god, what did I do? I coached gymnastics. I did all kinds of things. I was working hard and I was working all the time because I lived by myself and I had no money. And someone said to me, oh, why don't you become a personal trainer and actually just get a career instead of doing all these little things here, there and everywhere? So I did. Question 3, what made you move areas? Ooh. Okay, I've spoke about this previously in a video before, and I'll just touch on it again. So basically, in my old area, I just wasn't happy. I haven't been happy in years, and I thought maybe moving would help, and it has. So yeah, was surrounded by some toxic people, was surrounded by some people who didn't have my best interests at heart, and were quite selfish. And I thought maybe if I just removed myself from that situation, I'd be happier, and I am. Question 4, how long were you coaching gymnastics for? I was coaching gymnastics for 10 years. Very happily for 10 years. I pretty much had the same kids the whole way through, which was amazing because I kind of got to watch them progress and grow and move on. And it just so happened that I coached with my very best friend, Olivia, who, yeah, is still a very good friend of mine now. And I was the bridesmaid at her wedding and we're still very much in contact. So it just was so much fun. And then it got on like the 10th year, it must have been the 10th year, our facility got closed down and all the kids started turning 17, 18 and started, not really wanting to do it anymore. And then I kind of didn't really want to do it anymore. And yeah, it just kind of all fizzled out from there. So, I mean, you didn't even ask that, but 10 years. Okay, I'll do one more. Last question, how did you overcome your obsessive need to eat? Whoa, okay. Firstly, I haven't overcome it yet, unfortunately. I still completely put my emotions with eating massively. I definitely eat when I am sad. And I always have done, and I probably always will do, and I really struggle to curb it. And if I'm even a little bit sad or even a little bit depressed, I can easily just convince myself that I deserve it and that it's okay and that it's allowed. and it's something I'm working on completely. It's so hard to change it, just the same way that some people will starve themselves, I eat, you know. I think it's been like 2.5 weeks now since I started this channel, which is where I started this 8-week transformation of losing weight and dealing with my own mental health in association with food. And so far it's been good. I've lost weight. Everything's going really well, and I am taking the time each day to really focus on triggers and things that are linked with my need to eat and stuff like that. And yeah, I haven't overcome it yet, but I'm trying. Hey guys, so thank you very much for watching. It's just literally a few questions just to get to know me a little bit more. If you'd like to know more, maybe drop a question down below or message me privately and I'll answer them privately, or maybe I'll answer them in another video. Bye.